Hi everybody.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan's won the first two. He's still in trouble, but I guess the next thing is to get this to the interval and then just make Trump think about things during that 15 minutes. But if he could...
And of course, we've got a packed house again here at the Shanghai Indoor Stadium, so they're living and breathing every shot, increasing the tension slightly for Judd. The adrenaline would have been pumping when he'd missed that blue. His heart would probably have been in his mouth, but steadied himself nicely throughout that little mini break as the referee. That's what the best players are able to do. They're able to just brush off the disappointment of the previous frame very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, overall he's played brilliantly today. Very high up his list of tournaments he wants to tick off.
Another superb positional shot there from Judd Trump. 3
9.
So he's got one red at the back of the pack that will pot to left corner. Probably look to play on that now. Into play. He's got a couple of options. Yeah, so leaving himself on this red here. Just wonder if he can get enough screw on this black. Played it with pace. He's okay.
15.
Feels like a
big area to play in here. Twice across. A couple of reds available to left corner. He's been quite fortunate that that cue ball just carried on.
20.
I remember years ago, Stephen, I was at the World final qualifying round, and Nick Walker so needs one more to win and reach the Crucible for the first time. And you can imagine in those hours in between, his friends and family, you know, when you're playing, can we get tickets, all of that stuff that you don't want in your head.
27.
9-4 at the interval. Okay, well, still a great lead. 9-5. It went 9-8. It went 9-8. Rod came back, and Nick got it 10-8. And obviously, he was delighted to get. So that's not the sort of anxiety you want, basically, is what I'm saying, when you've had a big lead.
I bet it looked like he was about to keel over.
35.
Yeah, it's horrible because the odd mistake may creep in, but you are relying on your opponent to some degree
36.
as well. And if they just come out absolutely flying, as Judd did this afternoon, Ronnie's quite capable of doing that too, Judd. And then it all just becomes very anxious. But this has been a good response so far in this frame from Judd Trump.
$43.
So unless there's any plants, which there may be one to right middle. So this could be pretty much frame ball if he gets this plant.
50.
They must be pretty close to be.
51.
Well, they got the plant. Nicely done. Now, unless a red pass. Now, just a delicate little cannon into the reds. Well, there is one that goes. It needs that cue ball to run. The one just below. Well, he's willing that cue ball to pull up, and it just keeps rolling. I think he's just about held up.
3. Good response after failing to put away that last frame, missing the blue, clearing up. This is more in keeping with how he played in the first session, where all the damage was done. And the ship has been duly steadied by Judd. And now, of course, he has a chance for a 4th century. Sean Murphy made 4 by one player.
69.
It's building up to being a memorable Sunday.
70.
This has been a really well-crafted break from Judd Trump. He's controlled that cue ball. He's had a number of questions to answer.
78.
I suppose he's taken the scenic route throughout, but he's worked it out really well.
looking for clues that a player might be feeling pressure, and I guess he could have picked
86.
some up in the first couple of frames, the blue certainly, but not in this frame. He's seeing the winning line ahead of him and he's making a dash for it.
$93.
O'Sullivan watching on, he needs help, doesn't he? He
94.
needs Trump to make mistakes, but in fact, this black is for his fourth set. And he's getting closer now to 1,000 for his career, 987.
103.
Takes a special kind of... One of the game's greats, if not the greatest.
106.
And Judd is a special, special player, producing this kind of form in such a big event for this wonderful crowd. They absolutely love him out here.
$110, century number 4 of the match from Judd Trump. A very timely one after us from a meeting with Sean Murphy in the Shanghai Masters final. He leads 9-3. So Ronnie O'Sullivan waits for frame 13 of this semi-final. Will it? One more frame required. Oh dear.
For Judd to the green bag. And of course he knocks it in.
First chance then for Trump to get this one. He doesn't want the bother of the interval, does he? That's the other thing that's just hanging around for no...
7.
Five tournament wins last season for the Juddernaut. Fantastic campaign. He would have liked after such a dominant season.
14.
Chose not to play in the first event this year, the Championship League Snooker in Leicester. Keep himself away from the table, probably just recharge the batteries fully. And so far that's looking like the right decision because he's looking very refreshed. As to this event, he's got gradually better as it's gone on. And he's potted the red, but he needs an angle on this blue.
20.
Now, can he get into these reds? He's going the two cushion route. There's not a lot of pace on that cue ball, but my goodness me, he's done so well there to even have a shot at the reds. You almost expect to be on a red.
$26. Jack Trump, 26. Foul.
Well, he still got a reasonable cue ball, the yellow going in.
Good to see Ronnie choosing to play the correct shot. That red a step too far to left middle. Although he's not got a good cue ball.
And there it is. Well, that sums up how he's played today. He's been superb, Judd Trump, against O'Sullivan, if he can come through here. But then it's move on to the final, because he, of course, is here to win this tournament.
6.
Did some travelling, just put the cue down and thought about other things. Because believe it or not, there are other things in the world other than snooker.
Is there?
But when you get back to it, of course, you want to be absolutely focused. Game, you're earning a lot of money. You can do that, of course. You can sit the odd tournament out. O'Sullivan does it himself.
12.
Yeah, and it's hard unless you're at the top of the game. You look at Judd's season, 5 wins, 3 runners-up, 3 semis, 5 quarter-finals last year. Pretty much every time he got his cue
13.
out, he was at events for a long period of time. And you come the end of the year, you know, I'm not a believer in this burnout that players talk about. I don't think that really exists, regardless. But
19.
just mentally, it's good to have a little bit of a break. Murphy yesterday, both of them the star boys in this event so far this week, and what a final we've got tomorrow. The 2 best players, without a doubt,
24.
taking each other and the trophy.
$25.
Yeah, it's going to be a Super Sunday here in Shanghai. So just a slight stumble early in the session, but that was all put to one side when he made the century 9-3. And this now is match ball for Judd Trump,
31.
who is going to be through to a 4th Shanghai Masters final, looking though for his first title here in this great city.
$36.
A perfect snooker for Judd Trump today. I'm sure he'll be
37.
really excited for the final tomorrow if he can produce this kind of form again. Okay.
Ronnie O'Sullivan's 21-match unbeaten run in Shanghai has come to an end. Damage in the first session, he made a 4th century in the second, and he will take on Shaun Murphy for the title on Sunday.